Welcome to Unreal World. Are you tired of city life? Do you want to be one wrong move away from death at all times? Do you have too much free time? Then this game is for you. Unreal World is a roguelike game that simulates living during the Iron Age in Finland. Unreal World has been created and programmed by Sami Maranen. First version was released in 1992. At this point it was a very different game. It was pretty much a standard medieval fantasy setting with orcs, elves, mages, spells and magic potions. But throughout the years it has changed drastically. In 1996 the game took a turn for realism. Earnestly and secretly cherished ideas about Fenna-Ugrian fantasy were revealed and released. High fantasy monsters were replaced by animals, item assortment was biased towards everyday tools, villages grew smaller and less medieval, and finally cultures were replaced with the four first cultures of Unreal World. Unreal World is very much like real life. Everything comes from either persistence or luck, and if you're new then I suggest picking Custom 2 Easy option. This way you will have the best chances having a good time for a couple of first tries.
Look at this dude.
You can play around with skills, but I highly recommend upgrading spear and bow skills and lowering agriculture and weather law. Other than that, just reroll your stats till you have a giant 2-meter Hulk. Also, I suggest you pick one to be a fisherman scenario. That way you'll have a fishing rod and 2 nets, and fishing is the easiest way not to starve to death at the beginning. You should really pick some place near villages, that way you'll have someone to trade with if you need something. And now just play! Think of it as if you were there, alone in the forest. What would you do? This is the best way to play this game. You can run around swinging your cock, raiding villages, or roleplay as yourself and be a hermit, never to interact with anybody. I won't go into detail about how to survive, what to do and what not to do. This is not a tutorial. All this is left for you to explore on your own. One of the best parts of Unreal World is the stories that come from your adventures or random events that happen to you while you were just wanted to live peacefully. Stories of thrilling hunts with your tribesmen, stories of exciting adventures we embarked on in this giant world. And so, I want to share one of my stories. I appeared in the forest near a Drake village. I picked the robber scenario, so there were 3 robbers very close to me, but they have not spotted me yet. I killed the first one by stabbing him in the chest from behind. Other 2 were dealt with in the similar fashion. I stripped them of their clothes and weapons. With this loot, I walked to the nearest village and recruited a couple of men to help me with the hunt. We embarked on a journey to the land of islanders. As we entered the first islander village on our path, we were greeted by an old man. I immediately stabbed him in the face, he dropped dead right there and then. The fight has started. Soon every man in the village was dead. After killing or knocking unconscious every woman and child, we brought all the bodies and unconscious people in one of the buildings. We closed the door and lit it on fire. After plundering this village, we had lots of booty. Of course, we didn't think that was enough. We did the same thing to another village nearby. On the way back I thought, why would I share all this good stuff with these guys? So I commanded my men to kill each other one by one. I was rich. I walked back to one of the Drake villages and traded for some instruments, good clothes, food, nets, and a punt. I was set for a long and carefree life. It was evening. The fire gently cracked and lit the edge of the pine forest. I leisurely prepared wood for the wall of my hut. I just ate roasted pike and drank cool refreshing water from the river. My soul was calm. I dreamed of the finished hut, its comfort and warmth. I dreamed how it will warm me in the winter frost. And then a bear came from behind and killed me. And that is the reality of Unreal World. It is a giant world waiting to be explored. How are you going to explore it is up to you.